What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joshua Edwards, live from Brooklyn, New York. This is Joshua's Proximity. I don't know if you can see on my YouTube. Got JJ in the cut. JJ, Deuce, Deuce. All right, he's not paying attention. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So we know that. Well, before I even get into that, some breaking news literally going on right now. Mike McDaniels has officially been fired as the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. And my question is, why did it take so long? You saw all these other coaches get fired on Black Monday. You saw Pete Carroll. Hell, Raheem Morris got fired Sunday night after the Falcons won against the New Orleans Saints. You saw Kevin Stefanski get fired. You saw other coaches get let go. Cliff Kingsbury, the OC for the Commanders, he got let go. And we already knew that, or the GM for the Miami Dolphins was already let go early on in the season. And you see the Miami Dolphins kind of just carry it out just a little bit longer. Their season ended on Sunday. These other coaches got fired earlier in the week. And you wait until John Harbaugh gets let go by the Baltimore Ravens. Why did you even do this to Mike McDaniels? We all knew he shouldn't have been the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. I'm not saying he can't coach. And he is a very smart, rounded offensive mind. But he should have been let go Black Monday, as they would call it. Why did you drag it out to Thursday? I don't understand. It's because you're trying to find a new general manager, and that general manager might let go of Mike McDaniel. Why didn't you just let go the general manager and the head coach at the same time? To me, it just seemed like it was just really drawn out and a situation that should have never been drawn out this long. I thought he should have been gone at the end of the season. And by all accounts, I think, what's my guy's name? Adam Schefter was saying that the Dolphins didn't look like they wanted to move on. Well, when you got excuse my language, when you got John Harbaugh that's in the coaching, circle that recently got fired, that's available, you gotta let go of Mike McDaniel. And that's just kind of where we're at currently speaking. So I do want to talk about, obviously, the upcoming game. We know what is at stake. The Rams versus the Carolina Panthers, showdown number 2, Wildcar Weekend. And it's a lot at stake. I think it's a lot at stake because I currently believe that the Los Angeles Rams are at least top 3 favorite in the National Football League to win the Super Bowl heading into the postseason. And they're a 11-win team that's going on the road. We all know how a lot of people are looking at 11-win teams, that they should be hosting the playoffs, not necessarily your divisional winner. And then, let's just be quite frankly, the Carolina Panthers got into the postseason on a losing record. 8-9, had to rely on the Atlanta Falcons in order to get into postseason. There's just a lot at stake. And this is what I will say. The disrespect for Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers is loud. And how are we going to respond? You're seeing guys talk about Bryce Young like he's a bum. I'm not saying he's the best thing out there, but he's no bum. Do people forget that he was a Heisman Trophy winner? Do people forget that he has the most game-winning drives at this age in NFL history? Now, a lot of that can be attributed to him not having enough talent, wrong plays, etc. But he is a winner. I think that the 10.5 spread that is on us right now is way too much. Way too much for a wild card game. I think those games that 10.5 spread needs to be allocated somewhere else. It should not be allocated for the Carolina Panthers, man. I think that we come in here and we find a way to establish the run. Y'all know if you hear my son in the background. And we find a way to establish the run, and we find a way to contain Puka Nacua. I know Devontae Adams is coming back. But if we find a way to contain this dude right here, the superstar that he is, there's not a reason why we can't win. We already beat them one time. And it's going to be kind of the same conditions that it was last time. It's supposed to be rainy in Charlotte, North Carolina. 71 degrees on Saturday. Great day for football. And it is our first time hosting the playoffs since the 2015 season. I mean, everything is pointing in the direction that we are going to win. I'm definitely going to put in a bet for us, money line and spread, two different bets, 10.5. Got to take that. So, hey, that's just where we're at. Now, tonight, some more football. This weekend from now until Monday is jam-packed with football. Tonight, the college football playoffs are on the agenda. So, Ole Miss versus Miami comes in tonight at 7 p.m. And then tomorrow night is Indiana versus Oregon. I think it's a situation where it's going to be Indiana versus Ole Miss in the college football playoffs championship game, and a situation where Indiana wins it all. But tonight's matchup, Ole Miss versus Indiana, a lot can be said for both teams. One, there was a lot of disgruntled people for Miami getting in. A lot of people didn't want to see Miami get into the postseason playoffs because they didn't win their conference. They were not really on the upward trend to close the regular season. And a lot of people thought Notre Dame should have got in. As you can see, everything that the committee did, they got it right. Miami beat Georgia. Miami went out here and they beat Miami beat Ohio State. Miami went on the road and also beat Texas A&M at home. When you look at Ole Miss, I know the Lane Kiffin situation can be frowned upon. He accepts the job at LSU, but they're out here balling. They go out, they beat Georgia in the Cotton Bowl, and they look good. This team looks good. They're primed to win. What are they, the 6th seed right now? I think this is going to be a great matchup on tonight. Whatever the over-under is, I advise you to take the over. I think it's going to be action-packed. I love what Ole Miss can do with the quarterback position. They can run the ball. That running back runs hard. Miami, I actually might take the under. Miami offensively does not look good. What's my guy named? Carson Beck. I just don't think he's got it. And so I look for Ole Miss to advance on tonight, and then I look for Indiana to advance on tomorrow night. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into my top 10 teams with the best odds to win the Super Bowl. Coming in at number 10 is the Green Bay Packers. And the Green Bay Packers, Jordan Love, what is he going to be? He can be top-tier elite, but the receiver position leaves a lot to desire. So what are we going to get this weekend at number 10? The 10th best odds, Green Bay Packers. Coming in at number 9 is the Buffalo Bills. Now, I want to know, why are so many people like Josh Allen has to get it done this year? His team is not good. If we're going to be transparent, his team is not a good football team. Y'all are setting your expectations way too high, and y'all are trying to force the narrative that, one, he can't get it done, but his team just isn't good. They go against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't see them winning that game. Jacksonville is a very good football team. Number 9, the Buffalo Bills. Coming in number 8 is the Chicago Bears. They can run the ball offensively. Defense, they can create turnovers, but they can be had defensively. Caleb Williams, in order for him and this team to take that next step, he has to be very, very elite this postseason. At number 8, the Chicago Bears. Coming in number 7 is the San Francisco 49ers. If they find a way to get Fred Warner back, if they find a way to beat Philly and get past Philly, this team could win the NFC. Number 7, I got the San Francisco 49ers. Coming in number 6, the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, what are we going to see come this weekend? Is it going to be Saquon led? You got to stop McCaffrey. I know you're going to stop McCaffrey. But what does Jalen Hurts look like? What does this offense look like essentially moving if they want to continue to go deeper into postseason? At number 6, with the 6th best odds, Philadelphia Eagles. At the 5 spot, the Jacksonville Jaguars. This addition of Jacoby Myers was godsend. You lose Travis Hunter. You got Jacoby Myers. You got Brian Thomas Jr. Trevor Lawrence looks like an elite star up under Liam Cohen. And they're just clicking on all cylinders. Defensively, they can get after you. Obviously, they can push the ball down the field. At number 5, the Jacksonville Jaguars. With the fourth best odds is the New England Patriots. Man, I told you guys a while back, Mike Vrabel is going to turn this thing around. I don't know why the line was set what it was for over under wins. I think it was like 8.5 to start the season. This team, they can do it offensively. Drake May looks very good, but they have to be able to run the ball. In postseason, I think teams are going to really key in on the run game with Ramondre Stevenson and Trayvon Henderson. What do they look like pushing the ball down the field? It's going to be interesting to see. Number 4, the New England Patriots. At number 3, the Houston Texans. Now, I think they have the best chances in the AFC to win it all. I really believe that. They're better than the Broncos. Defensively, they are arguably the best defense in the National Football League currently remaining. They have a better team than the Buffalo Bills. They have a better team than, I believe, the Jacksonville Jaguars. What are they going to do? It's their time to put up or shut up. You go on the road against Pittsburgh. What do you look like in that game? I believe that they ultimately win. At number 3, the Houston Texans. At number 2 is the LA Rams. For everything that I just said, we can beat these guys. But I also believe that they're the second best odds to win it all. Two things can be true. So it's interesting to see what they look like. If we find a way to stop the run game, if we find a way to stop Puka Nacua, they cannot stop us defensively. At number 2, LA Rams. And at number 1, the Seattle Seahawks. The number 1 overall seed. The road to the Super Bowl goes through Seattle. They're going to host another playoff game next week. If they find a way to win a divisional game, then they'll host the NFC Championship game. So that is my top 10 remaining teams or my top 10 list for the order of which I expect the best odds to win it all. And again, Joshua, you got anything you want to say, JJ? Oh, he's biting on that thing right there. Joshua's proximity. We out, baby.